Arma Frank, we got 33, saved about 40K. Good houses in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas are 280K plus. How many K more do I need to save, or do I own nothing and be happy? My dad and I love the stream.
Do you have a job?
Yeah,
that's like the dictating.
Yeah,
factor,
30K saved. 30K saved. That's pretty. Congrats.
I got 30.
Yeah, he's got 30K saved, and he's looking at all the houses are 280.
Saved about 40K, and he said the houses in Dallas, Fort Worth are about 280 plus.
Dallas is kind of a hot area.
If you're working, man,
go for it.
That's a good start.
Yeah, 30 for if you're looking for a house for 280. So you're gonna need. Let's just put it this way: if you're worried about being underwater in a house, you don't want to be going into this stuff with 3.5% and 5% down, no matter what your mortgage lender is trying to tell you what to do. You want to be above water. So above water at 280, put you 28 grand down. You don't want to be moving in with no money in your pocket. You're gonna want to fix your place up, and you're gonna need a couple of, you're gonna want to buy a couch, a TV, whatever. So I don't want it to be a experience for it. Why don't we turn that 40 into like 60? And why don't we go look at a few more houses? I don't think Dallas and Fort Worth is going to fall out as bad. Dallas is pretty high up on the safe zone as far as investment grade goes across the country, and that's all I pay attention to for the most part. You're close. I would just start to hone it in and get a little bit closer. Look, man, I went to my lender. I did all right with the car selling stuff. I've saved my money. I don't spend my money, so I have a decent savings account. My credit's pretty good. I'm still jumping through hoops. They want to see every dollar I have and why and where I got it and how I got it and how I plan to pay for it. They are up my ass sideways with scopes. And I've been told no already on some stuff. They're like, nope, can't do that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go fuck myself. So I had to have my wife have one of the, so a couple of the Hells Angels co-signed for one of my house. No, but it's just a matter of who's going to buy it and how's going to buy it. Start to figure out an avenue you're going to live in. Why don't you go have a few drinks in a bar in a town that you want to live in? Start poking around, asking a lot of questions. It's a decent method on doing it.
That's a good one.
Bartenders kind of know. They just know because they know like cheap rent.
Yeah.
They're just good at it. They have friends that work in the kitchen that are like, dude, my buddy rents a place, and this is kind of a cool area. He's thinking about opening a restaurant in the basement. Like, that's the news that you kind of need to move around with. And that's going to take you a few months, and then hopefully the market will like take a dump or something. People will get so scared, they'll get a little panicky. People retire even when the market collapses. People do get out of their hometowns. So it's not going to stay stagnant, in totality. But it's going to take you a little time to develop the eye and find something that you like and do that.
Yeah, we got bought a house at 225 and now is worth 350 plus. Want to stay in the area, so do we do a HELOC and build on, or is there a better move? I didn't say the area, but
a HELOC is a loaded gun if you're not disciplined.
Oh, okay.
Especially at rates right now.
Fair.
It's a loaded gun. So if you're gonna rehab something and you're gonna rehab it, go for it. Get the HELOC.
Yeah. If you
and use that money for the rehab, and that's it. Don't go.
Can you comp your rehab though?
What do you mean?
Like say you have a house that's like, all right, so you got a house for 225. Now it's worth 3.5. You got $1.25. They'll only let you lend to 80% of that, meaning they're only going to give you $50,000.
Right.
So you'd get 50 grand, and it might appraise for a little bit more, but they'll always want to get the deal done because they're bankers.
But even what the interest, you're going to be paying 7.25% interest on a HELOC.
Right. So what can you do with 50,000? And if you did put the $50,000 addition, ask yourself this: how much more am I getting for the 50 grand I just punched in?
Right.
Now, if not, no big deal. You're in a good equity position. HELOC and buy and do it again. But I would sit and wait.
Yeah, I would sit and wait. Or, I mean, if you want to do some minor shit, you don't have the cash for it, whatever, go for it. Just make sure you pay that off. Like, definitely pay that off as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Like, don't just do your minimum payments on a HELOC because you're just paying juice. That's it. You're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, I love these guys that take HELOCs that come by Mercedes from me.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my God!
You're dumping in your one investment that's really doing well for you, like the one thing you've done right in your life. You just come and because of ego.
Right.
It's incredible to me.
But HELOCs are what ruin. That's how houses are lost. That's how lives are broken.
Divorces,
all of it. Yeah. HELOCs do it.
Yeah.
I just dump the HELOC into crypto. I just did, you know what I mean? That's HELOCs do it.
I started a cupcake business.
That's like somebody just giving you a suitcase of cash. You can just do whatever you want with that. And now at the worst interest rate ever in the world.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's
unless you have discipline.
Yeah.
Do not get a HELOC.
And if the house, like all these people, like I get everybody wants to fix their house up and stuff like that, and I get it. Like when your house, there is a certain point. Like at my house, I've reached a point where any more money into this thing, I used to pick up quarters by putting money in. Now I'm picking up dimes, so it like reaches a threshold. Like you kind of get to the house to where it's like, all right, that's about it, and it's up to you to know it and judge it and have enough. Kind of like, it's called comping. It's basically a realtor's going to come to your house and say, all right, your house will comp if it has X, Y, and Z. So it's up for you to maximize the output on that 50 grand that you put into your house that's for 275. But will it comp out? And do you want to be shoving money into an essentially like a downsloping furnace where you could be like, like that could, because that's where you basically, and say you did, let's just go worst case scenario. Say you took 50 grand, you put a new siding and you put new windows, and your house for a brief second was worth 390. No, it was worth 430,000. Now the market goes to shit. Now your house is back down to worth 325. You owe 320. You're flat on it. You have a 7% second mortgage, and now you just have like a car bill, and your house is nicely sided.
Car note.
Right.
Yeah, you have just like a free car that you can't drive. That's the scenario that you have with if you do a HELOC and you don't have a plan for it. So. That's
if you're excellent with money, it's always good to have that HELOC as an option for anything, for an emergency, whatever.
Yeah.
If you know to not use it and you understand how interest works.
Yeah.
But most people don't. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't.
They see like, I have equity, I fix house, I make money, and it's like, no.
Ooh, I need the most expensive car seat for my kid.
Yeah.
I can get it. You know,
yeah, well, if we take money from the equity, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, I can just use it.
No, it's not.
It's only $400 a month. We can have.
I'll use it to consolidate some of my credit card debt that I racked up. It's 20%, and I can get it long term at 8.5%. Like, man, you're really good at money. You should work for Fidelity. Holy shit. You got any more good ideas? Tons of them.
Fast 2 just sent $50. Thanks, man. Hey, Nick, I was the guy with the question on erosion around a boulder wall. Thanks for your wisdom. We're closing on a sick home on Friday, and we never would have had the balls to go after the house without this show.
Hey, dude, that's awesome, man. Yo, congratulations, man. I hope your closing goes well. Yeah, hey, man. I'm glad you guys knocked a little, that's hopefully what happens, you know. People knock a little bit of fear out. Some people don't have anybody to ask, like, you know, serious questions to or whatever. They just need a little reassurance. Sometimes I need it too. I grew up where my dad basically, what he would do is he would go through the motions completely and then walk us through it and then just like be like, nah. And then if an opportunity ever presented itself where it was like, oh, this is a dead up steal, I'd be a idiot to walk away. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's kind of when it happens. But this current hard economic time, it makes you very it makes anybody very nervous about this. So